Okay, Mark, thank you for joining us today from Wensleydale. I know that we've been having a quick chat about school IP, and you tap into the support of the team and everything. But just a quick question: why did school initially choose school IP?
Well, we'd had a look round at various different performance management providers, and did the typical thing where we all look for demonstrations. We used to use sort of Blue Sky before that. We'd used that for a number of years, and we were looking for value for money. We were looking for functionality and usability, and we found that what we were getting with School IP was meeting those needs. We wanted to have a very flexible system, which would allow sort of cross team collaboration, sharing. And in particular, the ability to sort of have sort of monitoring and produce reports. And we just really like the way that School IP's approach to that in what seemed to be a much more intuitive interface
Yeah.
than many of the other products that we were looking at.
And I mean, that's great feedback, and that's the kind of feedback that we do tend to get, that it's the ease of use, it's intuitive, and it's all really clear and concise. Thank you for that. So, in particular, what kind of impact is it having? What kind of areas are really hitting the mark for you?
I think the big thing for us, I think, like many institutions, schools find that performance management, or teachers find performance management a little bit of a scary prospect. That sort of feel that that someone's watching you, collecting evidence throughout the year, and we've tried to have a situation where performance management isn't scary. Actually, it's seen as a way of really trying to improve your professionalism in the classroom and in the work that you do. And so what we were able to do with School IP is that we focused much more, we set common objectives, and we only set 2 objectives for every member of staff. We want to try and keep it simple and straightforward. Staff can upload their evidence and things they want to, and they do that. But really what we've done is we've created a separate monitoring system within it called Principles of Teaching. And we have a whole set of principles for teaching. And every week, or at least every fortnight, a member of senior staff, normally the head of teaching and learning, will come into the classroom and just do a short 10-minute monitoring on a particular aspect of teaching and learning. Now, that's then shared and discussed, and the results of that sort of shared on our principles for teaching. And what staff have found is that is a far less invasive way of actually looking at our professional practice. They've actually enjoyed the discussions. They have felt it non-threatening because whilst it's on our performance management system, we've uncoupled it from the actual direct performance management. So it is truly a coaching process. And so we're seeing a dramatic impact in terms of people really embracing change and really feeling supported in the change in the classroom, rather than it feeling as a punitive, oh my goodness me, you're not going to meet performance management. So they're much more engaged with the process. And we found that School IP is given the flexibility to set up the system in a way that we can do that, and for it to sort of give the reports and guidance and everything else that we need. So it's that flexibility. And of course, the other thing I should have mentioned is actually the great thing is it works for all our staff, whether they're support staff, teaching staff, sort of any member of staff in the school, so we can do the same thing. So yeah, it's changed things massively for us, and it's really made a big difference especially to teaching and learning.
That's absolutely fantastic to hear. And so I'm guessing that you're feeling that you're getting really good value for money out of this product in terms of teaching and learning progress, as well as, do you feel as though it saves on teacher time, or well, on the time of the people who are managing?
Oh, I mean, without a doubt, it saved time on actually any observations on monitoring activity that we do. It saved time that staff can access the School IP from either from their mobile to upload it. They can quickly scan something that they've done, whereas they don't have to sit for hours trying to think, well, what evidence do I need to put up? They can actually sort of do sort of audio logs and things, etc. So it's become much easier rather than it being bureaucratic. And above all, I think that the whole thing is that it has given value to the performance management process. And I think, one of the things we had looked at right at the beginning when we were looking to choose a new sort of system was actually that value for money. And actually, the other thing is that School IP is very competitively priced. And so, it was attractive on that basis as well. So, and like most schools, we're facing lots of, budget issues and trying to sort of save money wherever we can. But it's great to have a system that's not just something that staff have to do, is they do it, they get value from it, and actually want to use it.
That's really great to hear. Thank you for that. And so finally, I think I might know the answer to this question. Would you recommend it to other schools?
You think, yeah, absolutely, yeah, and to be honest, we already have. We've shared it with our local authority here, talked to them about what we're doing, showed them what we're doing. Yeah, we're sort of quite proud of what we're doing. It's not, what we're doing is not perfect, but I think the main thing is the software's not getting in the way of what we want to do.
Yes.
It's enabling what we want to do rather than getting in the way of it.
That's fantastic, Mark. Thank you so much for that quick conversation. It's really enlightening. Thank you.
You're very welcome.